Hi, so I have an idea. To save the planet from fuckwits, I am going to do, finally, a gym etiquette video. Mostly because I've just come back from the gym and I swear my rage levels, I'm trying to keep them low these days. But they're creeping. Okay. I'm going to stay calm for this because anger doesn't solve things. Now, when you're in a machine, and I say to you, hey, how many sets do you have left? Now, how many sets do you have left is the politest way possible that I can say, what are you doing? Hurry up. And if you are on your phone and I ask you, hey, how many sets do you have left? No matter how polite I sound, it is directly translated to get the fuck off your phone and hurry up with your set. So if you turn around and say to me, okay, so I'm translating gym talk. So how many sets have you got left is, can you hurry the fuck up because I want to use this machine? And then if they rebut and they say, I've just started, that annoys me because I didn't ask you when you started. I asked you how many sets you had left. So even if you have 12 sets left, that is the answer. It is not, I just started. That's not an appropriate answer. That's not going to help me in my struggle. Oh, for fuck's sake. Tech problems. Oh my God, you should see the setup. It is not good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at those boobs. That's not good. There we go. Yeah, so don't do that. And when I am on a machine, the disrespect of taking a weight. Today, it was really bad. I always find it really weird, male or female, men or women that come up to my machine while I'm mid-set. First of all, don't interrupt a set to ask a question. Most people know that, right? So what I mean is if someone is mid pushing a weight, wait till they finish their set and then say like, oh, how many sets do you have left? Or can I borrow this weight? Are you using this? Whatever. But I've had it happen where people try and ask me halfway through a set. That really fucks me off. I just ignore them until I finish. Because it's not safe to stop and answer a fucking question. But yeah, if I am doing a set, don't you dare come up to my machine and take off weights. Especially today, there was barely any weights around. They have disappeared in the gym. I don't know where all the weights have gone. But I needed 4 5 kilos, right? And I was going to use them in the next set. I scoured the gym for 5 kilo weights. And I could only find 3. So I found 3 weights. For fuck's sake, man. Really? I'm not in the right frame of mind. I'm very angry. So I found 3 5s. And I put 2 5s on what I wanted 4. I put 2 5s on one side and then 1 5 on the other side. And then I had to put 1 5 plus 2 2.5s on the other side because the gym there was no more 5s. It is a big gym, but there's 3 5-pound plates in the gym. So I had that. Someone came up to my thing, and it happens often to me. Like, I don't understand why. Maybe I have like, I don't know, like something written on my forehead. Please take my weights and don't ask me because that's just a decent thing to do, but fuck it. Someone came up to my machine and literally just took my weights, and I was like, sorry, but I need those. And they were like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, I'm doing my next set and there's literally no more of them in the gym. And so I had to not only did you take my weights without asking, strike 1, you also then interrupted my set. I had to rack to talk to you. And I was doing leg press. So it's fucking heavy. I don't want to stop halfway through once I'm on a roll. It's very difficult to stop and then start again. Just fuck off until I finish my set. Genuinely, fuck off. So don't do that. And it happened a few times today. Don't take someone, just ask. Even if you think, oh, she's really small, she won't be using this heavy weight. I might be, so just ask out of politeness. Just be like, hey, I do that to guys, even though they're probably not the guys that are squatting fucking 20, like whatever, huge amounts of weights. I just feel rude to go up to their like side racks. I should know the name of those, but not the weight holder poles. I feel rude to go up to them and just take the 5s, 10s, 15s, right? Because they're not using them because I can see they're doing really heavy weight. But it would be rude for me to just walk so close to also, I have a personal space bubble in the gym that lots of people like to intercept. That is my personal space bubble. I'm sweating in it. I'm smelling in it. I'm breathing heavily in it. Stay out of it. That is my personal space, and I'm not being a selfish bitch princess that's like, no, my personal space bubble is quite small. It's a gym, there are lots of people around, busy time, but my personal space bubble is like this. If you're any closer than this, sometimes short people, I have a theory, short people were built with very sharp, look how, can you see how sharp my elbows are? Like, look at that, it goes to a point. I have extremely sharp elbows, and I think that's an evolutionary element of my body. Because short people, I built like a brick shithouse, but I wasn't always. But so I think I was born with elbows because people like to push and shove small people. So we have the elbows to I remember at concerts when I was younger, I don't go to concerts anymore because I'm 85 and it's too loud and I don't like alcohol and people annoy me in general. So just concerts encompass all of those things, so they're 100% no. But when I used to, my elbows were my main tool of thing. And also what's interesting, I do stand sometimes like broadly because people... I've noticed it in the UK more than LA. People respect personal space more in LA. In London, I think it's maybe because London is generally more crowded. There is less space. But still, no excuse. So I generally, if I move, I'm going to fuck up the camera. Because it's such a profesh setup. But I stand sometimes like a bit like this. Like, just because it's like this. Because I'm just like, can you stay away from me, please? Like, I don't want to accidentally brush shoulders with you or the back of my palm on your peen. I don't want that. So stay out of my personal bubble of space. But in the gym, that just goes out the fucking window. And yeah, when I'm taking weights from somebody else's like rack thing, first of all, I always ask. First of all, I wait for them to finish their set. Rule number 1. Second of all, I say, hey, you're not using the 10s, are you? And they're always like, no, take them. So then I take them. But the way not to do it is to not wait for the set to finish, distract the person by interrupting their bubble of personal space, coming this close to them, taking a weight without asking that I was actually going to use in the next set, and then fucking off without saying anything. Oh, the fucking audacity. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Really enraged me today because it was the same guy. It happened over and over again on multiple machines. And it wasn't even, I was like, oh, this guy must be doing legs, because that happens a lot in the gym. Like if you're doing legs, like a lot of the time you will run into the same person over and over again, and they'll say, oh, how many sets do you have left on this machine? And then you'll say whatever, and then whatever, because they're doing the same body part as you, so it makes sense that you might collide. But this guy wasn't even doing one body part. His workout was making absolutely no sense. And I was like, oh, well, maybe he's doing legs. Then I see him doing okay, I'm sure there is a benefit to this. I don't know what it is, but it is not good gym etiquette. So my gym have actually just recently added a 6th squat rack, and I am fucking happy. I have never been in a gym okay, so like I think 3 of them are Smith machines and 3 of them are squat racks. So they've just added another like 3-bar squat rack, and I have never been into a gym where there's more than one Smith machine. there's always one Smith machine and one free bar rack. And I've never understood that, because first of all, people use Smith machines for so many different things. Some people use them for bicep curls. Gym etiquette rule number 3, don't use a fucking Smith machine for bicep curls. The Smith machine is the thing where it's a squat bar, but it's on a rack. So it's good if you have like injuries, like if you're worried about squatting and you're just trying to work on your form and strengthening the muscles before you do the free bar. It's great. When I had problems with my knees, I did a Smith machine. I still do the Smith machine, especially if I want to go like really heavy, because it, less chance of fucking up your back and injuring yourself. And you can do a bunch of stuff on the Smith machine. It does annoy me a bit when people do chest press on it, but I can at least understand why they're doing it, because it's easier to rack afterwards if you're not with a training partner. I get it, right? But don't do bicep curls in the squat rack. First of all, it's not efficient. When you're doing bicep curls, you want to it's not an up-down movement. It's not an up-down movement. It's like an angle. So if you're doing like this, that is not a fucking appropriate measure of how to do a fucking bicep curl. So don't do bicep curls in the fucking squat rack, especially because you're not going to use enough weight in the squat rack for that to be necessary. If you curl fucking, I don't know, even if you're curling 50 kilos, you don't want to be doing it just like this. That's not right. What are you doing? And I swear, if I see one more person doing fucking shrugs in the squat rack, in the Smith machine, stop wasting the space. The space is so precious, and you're doing shrugs. Shrugs are literally, well, I don't need to explain. If you don't know what a shrug is, I mean, come on. Shrugs, if you're doing it with a free bar, you really don't need a Smith machine. And if you need a Smith machine, you need a lower weight. Or you just need to carry things more in your life, because I have traps by accident. And also, why do people want this thing? I have a double chin already. If I build my traps, I'm going to have no neck, essentially. The only reason I still have a neck is because I have a fucking, what's the dinosaur with the long neck? Not Tyrannosaurus Rex. That has the, whatever it is. Me and my brother have the fucking neck of whatever dinosaur that is that has a really long neck. So I accidentally built my traps years ago when I was fucking up my shoulder exercises. I'm going to fuck up the thing. But I was doing, when I was doing back, I was lifting like up instead of back, obviously. And I was doing that by myself, and I was training with my ego and not my brain. And I fucked up. I fucked up my traps. So now they've kind of calmed down a bit, but like, I don't need that much trap. Like, I don't even know how to tense traps. But anyway, I get headaches and stuff still from bad form. But why does anybody, unless you're a bodybuilder and you're getting marked on every muscle in your body, surely, why do you want that popping out of your crew neck fucking Lacoste t-shirt? So maybe that is why people get too big traps, because they use a Smith machine unnecessarily. But that's gym etiquette rule number 4. Don't use the Smith machine if you don't absolutely need to use the Smith machine. So my gym has just added a 6th squat area. So yeah, they've got like 3 Smith machines and now 3 free bars. And I'm very happy about that. But I just don't understand how that hasn't been the case in all things. It's international. I've been to so many different types of gyms in the UK, and they all have one free bar. Some don't even have a Smith machine, but it max 1. And then in America, I went to a couple different gyms, always, no matter how big the gym or like big the brand, how much money the brand has, always one Smith machine, always taken, always by some fucker doing bicep curls or oh my God, this was the worst thing I've ever seen in the gym. The other day, I saw a guy doing pull-ups in the squat rack. So ignoring the bar completely. Was it the squat rack? Yeah. And doing pull-ups literally on the metal pole at the top. And there are 50 other places in the gym where you can do pull-ups, but only one place where you can rack a squat bar. So that's really considerate. So don't do that if you're just coming to the gym. But I forgot my original point, which was the thing I saw the guy doing today, the guy that was in my personal space bubble. He was doing something, if someone can explain this to me, or I know what the exercise is, but I don't know why you need to do it in a squat rack. So he had put the bar down to the lowest setting. Oh my God, these people that make so much effort with their bands and their contraptions in the gym, I swear by the time they set it all up, they don't actually do the exercise. It's just to look like they know some interesting shit, which doesn't actually do anything. So anyway, so he had all these bands and contraptions, and he was doing a plank, but with his feet hanging off the squat bar on the lowest setting. So his feet were like a centimetre from the floor. I mean, essentially he was doing a plank with his feet raised. I have no idea why he needed to do that. Surely there's something else in just use a little step. But no, he had to do it in the Smith machine. But normally that would make me see red. But this time it was not so bad because we have 2 other Smith machines. So it also reduces gym rage when you have more equipment. So that was great. I also have been thinking a lot about people that, a lot of, I read something about this girl. I am actually ripping this off. This girl on Instagram today was saying how she wanted to grow a bum, and she was watching all these Fitspo things on Instagram and looking at what they do. And a lot of them for booty building, they have a lot of band work, which it's great to do band work, but if you're going from never having exercised your glutes or even activated them before in your life to wanting a big, nice scoop booty, doing the when you're what's the official name? The leg, when you're on all fours and you tap your leg over, that's a finisher, if anything. That's a waste of time if you're trying to grow a bum from nothing. I should maybe do those because I have the quantity. I just need to sculpt. They say that you can't make a sculpture from tiny pebbles. You have to get a giant rock and then chip away at it. So I've got the giant rock. I just am not so great at the chipping because that involves more cardio and boring stuff and less heavy weights. So I'm less of a fan. But I have been doing more recently. But what I'm saying is I maybe should do shit like that. But if you are a beginner and you really want to build something, the answer, even people that say, oh, I don't want a giant legs and giant glutes. I just want some tone. I hate the word tone, but whatever. It's because of tabloids that I hate the word tone. I swear if I read Kylie Jenner shows off her toned midriff, or her so-and-so shows off her toned legs. Toned doesn't mean skinny. If you look toned up in the dictionary, it means I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's put visible muscle tone, muscle tone. That's where it comes from. Skinny is one thing, fine. Say slender. Kylie Jenner shows off her slender stomach or her slender legs. And don't say hard-earned. If you say any of the Kardashians have hard-earned, toned anything, shut up. You do whatever you want with your body. Because it's not our fault that it's been ingrained in us since fetus stage that we need to look a certain way. So I don't have any hatred for anyone who wants surgery. I have surgery. I don't have anything against that. But don't say that you did it through exercise, because young girls, exercise and diet, because young girls will watch that and be like, oh, I want to look like an ant. So I'll buy the tea that this woman promotes. I'll buy the waist trainer. I'll do the band exercises with the legs over with no weight, and I'll look like that because this woman that I admire and look up to is telling me that that's what she does. She has had bottom injections, which, whatever, that's up to you, totally, right? But don't say that you did it through having some tea and diet and doing this new exercise thing, because you didn't. So that upsets me. But yeah, so even if you just want to like lift your bum a bit, you need to use heavy weight. But obviously don't go straight into it, and if you don't know what you're doing, because you can fuck your back very quickly if you fuck up your if you fuck up the weights and your form is not good. But like I'm agreeing with this girl that I read her thing today, that like it is a bit annoying when you see these like Instagram pages that are promising like 30-day program for a booty, when it's like they're doing like these band exercises and the crab walk, which is an effective exercise, but not if you're not using any weight, and if you want to build, not if you're using that on its own. You can't build a muscle if you're not pushing the limits of that muscle. It's just not going to work. And also if you're not eating enough protein, which probably most of these people aren't. But yes. So this is only a small portion of my gym anger and etiquette rules. So I'm sure there'll be follow-up videos. But for now, I'm exhausted and angry. So I need to calm down and go to bed. But if we now have artwork for the podcast. So if you don't already listen to that, go listen to that. It was done by my brother, who has his own graphic design company right now. They're excellent. Email them. It's called Squeezer. But yes, thank you for watching. Subscribe and watch again.